I'm still in small town US of A, and I'm still basking in the sun with doing this handrail. No, this video is not about this handrail. I got other things on my list to do, and here's one of them right here. This back door. Check this out. I'm gonna open the door and let's see if it opens all the way. Particularly down at the bottom. I got the handle open and it's rubbing down at the bottom. And it sticks every time you open the door. Now if you've been watching my videos, you will know how I'm gonna fix this, but I'm gonna show you once again for some of you out there that maybe have not seen how to fix a sagging door. And how do I know this door is sagging? Well, first of all, I know it's rubbing down here at the bottom, okay? When I look up here at the top, you see the gap right there? Right here. See how big that is? It's not that big, but you come over here where the hinge side is and see the gap here? That's about what your gap should be over here. Because it's bigger, we know the edge of the door is almost rubbing here on the inside, you see there. And you look down here at the bottom, and you see how much bigger the gap is next to the door? See? That's caused the door to sag down, and so it's rubbing right there at the bottom. And here's something else you can check. Look here at the hinge. See how wide this gap is? And then you follow this line all the way down, and the gap is a little bit smaller at the bottom. So I know I can fix this door, and I'm only gonna need one tool to fix this door. Well, actually, after I get the door off and pull it down, I need one tool to fix this. I'm not gonna suck this jam over. First of all, I'm not even going to try that because I know I've got plenty of gap here. I can do something to this hinge, and I'll show you that in a minute. You ready to fix this door with me? Let's do it. It's time to fix this door, and I've got Anna here. Anna, thank you very much for running the camera for me again.
You're welcome.
I usually do this on my own, but she might be able to show you a little bit better what I'm doing and how I'm going to go about doing this. Okay, now you remember, this door I'm saying is sagging. Door is hitting at the bottom here. And I've already made the determination that I'm going to have to do something with these hinges. Now, how am I going to get this off? The first thing I have to do is pop these hinge pins off. And that's going to be tricky in itself. Now, what happened to my screwdriver? I thought I left my screwdriver in here. Oh, no. The first thing I have to do is be set up. Man, I had everything set up and I thought I had my screwdriver. Well, I'm gonna have to go get it and I'll be right back. This is all I'm gonna need to get that off there. Just a standard screwdriver. And you know what? I'm not really set up with the right type of nail bags. This is my Pop's old nail bag and I've been using that. I really need one with double pouches, and I like the nylon ones. And it's all set up differently. Next time I get one of those, I'll show you all about that, because that's what you need, not one of these little side pouches. This kind of does it, but I don't have all my tools here and I feel a little lost. Okay, I'm going to use that, but I've got to get these hinge pins out. And I don't know if you can see that, but the hinge pins are tapped all the way down. This is an exterior door. It's probably at least 15, 20 years old, maybe older on this particular door. And these hinges are all rusty, and it's going to be really tricky to take your screwdriver and try to pop this out because it's down there, and I don't want to gouge up the door and miss, or the door frame. So what am I going to do about that? You look here on the bottom, Are you zooming that in a little bit? Maybe you should zoom that in. There's a little piece at the bottom of this here. And sometimes they have this piece and sometimes they don't. But if you have that, you don't have to pop that out. I used to pop that out to get to the hinge pin and then tap up. But you don't have to do that. There's a little hole inside there. You got to take something small in there. And I've got an ice pick. I could take that and put right there and tap on that, you know, to get it up. But I really don't want to do that because then I mess up the tip of here. So what am I going to use for that? Well, I just happen to have a few things here. One is just a standard 8-penny nail. And in fact, I don't even have to cut the tip off, but if you want, you can cut that off. Okay, so it's square, and that just happens to fit right up in there. So the first thing I'm going to do is do that. And what I used to do is just hold this like this, and then get my finger out of the way and hit that. But sometimes you hit your fingers, so I just got a pair of cutters here, some electrical cutters. I'm going to hold on to that like that. Now I can set that up in there like that. Now I can hit right there. And I'm just going to tap it up far enough. See if I can do it. There it goes.
Nice.
See there? That's all I have to do. And I could use this for the other ones. But what if you don't have an 8-penny vinyl sinker, that's called? I've got just a 6-penny finish nail. Now you can take that too. Cut the end of that. Let's try that. That's a little bit smaller. I'm going to hold that up underneath there. Oh, you know, that one there does not have that end piece. So I could take a bigger nail there, but let's just try it with this. Okay, I'm going to hold that. I'm going to take it all the way down there. I'm just going to hang on to that. Set it right there. Ah.
Nice.
It's not going, is it?
It didn't go up?
No.
Oh.
Let me look at this bottom one. Okay, that bottom one. Let's try it on the bottom one here. This bottom one has that little end piece, so I can push that right up in there like that. And see this bottom one, if you don't hold on to it like that, you might not be able to get it. Boy. Man, that one's tough. I didn't move it at all. Wow. I'm going to try cutting this off a little bit shorter because it's having a tendency to want to try to bend. This bottom one's going to be tricky, isn't it? Boy, if an average Joe can't do it, I don't know how you're going to do it, right? And I don't really want to mess up my screwdriver right in there. It hasn't moved at all. And I may have to use a little bit thicker nail. This 6-penny nail doesn't look like it's going to work. Okay, my 8 vinyl sinker. Let's try that again. I guess I'll cut it a little bit shorter. Boy, this video was supposed to be how to fix a sagging door, not how to get the hinge pin off. And I can swing my hammer just a little bit more. You see, there's no way. I used to hold that with my finger and then hit right here, hoping I didn't hit my finger, and I hit it a few times, and I tried this way, They seem to work out. You just have to hang on to it here. It's not wanting to go, is it? It's not wanting to go. It has not moved at all. And it might be rusted. This might be what you're going to have to go through too to get yours off, depending how long it's been at this condition on exterior, because it's rusted. Wow. Let's see, how else am I going to get that? Let's try, before I figure that out, let's try to get this other pin out up here. I got it to move a little bit. So I got to hold it like that. Why? Having a hard time with that, but I did get it just a hair. Now I have to beat it like that a little bit, but this nail is already bending on me. I'm going to keep trying this here. Jeez. Okay, Anna, what's your thoughts on all this?
Would some lubricant help at all?
I don't know.
What if I hold the nail for you?
No. Mercy. Guess I'm going to have to just keep going from right here. You know, this could be the hardest part of the project. Getting these pins out. Now, if your door is sagging, if it's an interior door, you're not going to have this much of an issue, are you? Mercy. Now, I don't think this is a non-removable hinge pin, but I'll check that out here and see. Well, would you look at that? All right, camera person, come on in here.
Hope I don't fall.
Come on in here and show that. Boy, yeah. This is an interior. We're going to keep the camera rolling. Look at this. This is why this pin is not coming out. You see that right there? Right in the middle of that hinge.
Is it that?
Yes, this right here. That's called an NRP hinge, non-removable hinge pin. And that takes a little Allen wrench, and that's a little tiny set screw. That's why I can't pop that one out.
Oh yeah, the top one doesn't have it.
And you look, and sometimes they'll do that, and that's a good thing on exterior doors. You see this top one here does not have one, does it? That's why that one popped out. Pretty easy. Your NRP little threaded insert should be right in there. There's nothing. Okay, let's go down to the bottom hinge, see what we got. Let's see if maybe there's one down here. Nope. I'm not seeing anything on that bottom one. Okay. So there's a tip for you. And this generally only happens on exterior doors. Now what they could have done, and see that's going to keep people from breaking into your house. They could take off those 3 hinge pins and then they can swivel the door out that way. And I've actually done that on a commercial door before because I didn't have my key with me, and it had a door closer on there, and it was a pain, but I got it off. Now see, you don't really need a non-removable hinge for all 3 of the hinges. You only need one. Now, some other doors might have it at the top and the bottom, or they might have all 3 hinges. Okay, so I'm going to have to find an Allen wrench, that little small one, and undo that. That's my next step.